A brand new variant of the RSI Scorpius is coming to Star Citizen in Alpha 3.18. Whether you're trying to stop criminal scum or pirating miners and cargo haulers, this is the Scorpius for you. Hello folks, Space Tech here, and welcome to a video talking about the recently confirmed RSI Scorpius variant. CIG put out a tweet yesterday that read, "Hold on to your seats, one lucky ship is set to receive a brand new variant in Alpha 3.18. From the image linked in the tweet, many suspected that it would picture the rails of the RSI Scorpius. I personally did go look at the Scorpius in-game, and I found that the rails didn't line up exactly. They were similar for sure, but I think there's been a change to that rail system for a reason. After much speculation, CIG finally came out and confirmed that the image was that of a Scorpius, along with a picture asking us to guess what kind of variant it will be. Here's where there are a couple of options. From the offset, I believe that the Scorpius is going to lose its remote turret. This is not only because the rails pictured look different, but also as a balancing factor to keep the original Scorpius variant relevant. So what is this mysterious variant? First off, the blue ball of electricity looks a lot like an EMP, so that would be my first guess. Interestingly enough though, it was found that there was a reference to a QED, or quantum enforcement device, in the Scorpius files on the 318 PTU. This distinction is very important as it will determine the role of the ship as well as who its competitors are. If it is a full QED, then the only real competitor for this ship is the Mantis. A QED device allows for two modes. In the ensnarement mode, it would allow your ship to catch ships mid-quantum jump within a certain range and forcefully pull them out of quantum. The second mode is quantum dampening. This creates a bubble around your ship, and any ship caught within this bubble will not be able to begin a quantum jump. If the Scorpius gains these abilities, I think it will end up in a much stronger position than the Mantis. The biggest difference between these two ships is their damage. With 4 size 3 laser repeaters, the Scorpius has a DPS of 652. Compare this to the 458 DPS of the Mantis. When it comes to durability, the Scorpius has a 10,375 shield HP pool, compared to only 3,459 on the Mantis. The Scorpius also has twice the hull HP of the Mantis. When it comes to maneuverability, the Mantis and Scorpius are neck and neck, but the Mantis is a bit faster in a straight line, with greater acceleration as well. Of course, it's worth keeping in mind that these numbers are for the base Scorpius, and CIG may choose to change these numbers around to introduce better balance between these two ships. They may also change the rate at which the QED can be used and the time it needs to spool up before ensnaring its prey. It is also possible for a ship to only have one of the two modes I've talked about. For example, the Cutlass Blue only has a quantum dampener, but does not have the ability to pull other ships out of quantum. If the device shown is merely an EMP, then we have a different set of capabilities altogether. An EMP allows a ship to temporarily disable other ships caught in its radius, shutting down power to core components of the ship. While this may not be as useful to hold enemies down, a well-timed EMP can spell the end of a fight for an unprepared foe. If the Scorpius gains an EMP, it will be competing against the likes of the Hawk, Sentinel, and Saber Raven. With only an EMP device, the Scorpius feels much better balanced among these ships. So far, it is tough to tell what exact functionality will be coming to the Scorpius variant in 3.18, but I'm excited to see how it plays out for both sides of the law, especially with the increased ease of piracy brought along with PES. As always, I'll be covering this ship as soon as it releases with all the relevant statistics and numbers, so subscribe if a deep dive like that is interesting to you. Please like the video if you enjoyed, and tell me, what do you think the variant is going to bring to the table? Thanks, and see you in the next one.